Hi, this is Melody Wilson with the Real Life team at RE/MAX Lead, and today I'm going to talk to you about the April market stats. So April is typically the spring market, and with our weather being a little up and down, it does affect our real estate market. However, it doesn't seem to have held back our buyers this year as it did last year. We have seen more sales and more listings. So for the month of April, you'll see an increase in sales and homes sold and also an increase in listings. And that is a good sign. We are in spring market and we want to see those numbers increase. What does that mean for you as a buyer or a seller? So as a buyer, there's still good deals to be had out there. You need to be able to filter through properties, and that's where having a professional really helps you with that process, and you can still find those deals. With listings, what that means for you is there's more buyers out to look and buy your home. So what does that mean? You need to get your house on the market ASAP if you want to have the higher chance of selling. So there are more listings, so you have a little bit more competition. With the right pricing and marketing strategy, you can take advantage of all the buyers that are out there right now. So the average days on market has gone down a little bit, which is exactly along the lines of what I talked to you about, is that we have more sales, more buyers out, so people are starting to buy and not wait as long. So the average sold price has gone up slightly from the last month, and also in terms of the market status, we are still obviously in a buyer's market. We've come down a little bit on the scale towards a more balanced market, but of course we're still very much in a buyer's market. So our solds year to date is increased quite a bit from the month over month. We've increased in a good amount of sold properties, which is a good sign. We are expecting that in May we will see the same, if not more, properties sell this month. So the market distribution in terms of where are all these sales happening, because if your house is over 500,000, you may not see as much activity versus someone in the 300 to 400 range. So like I've said all the time, that is your peak activity. So that goes along the lines of that's where the majority of homes have sold year to date. If you look at the condo market, the majority of homes selling in the condo market are under 200,000. So if you're selling a property that's over 300,000, your chances of selling are a little bit less because we've had less sales in that price range. So the condo market is also booming and coming along. I shouldn't say booming because you guys will get too excited. But there's obviously an increased amount of available listings, so the active listings, but there's also an increase in the number of sales. So from March to April, we did see an increase in sales for condo sales as well. So again, all good news and all great in terms of what we want to see the market do, because in order for our market to improve, which is what we all want to see, we want to start seeing the numbers increase, especially during spring, which is typical. In summer, we still see a pretty decent amount. I would say May it's the peak, and June, July, August kind of starts to slowly peter off, but stays very close to the April, May numbers, and we'll see what happens this coming year. And hopefully, if it all goes according to plan, we will be on track for an improving market, which then hopefully next year we'll start to see prices stop dropping. So hopefully that market information helped you. I know we had the election last month and everyone is all excited that the market's going to change now because of that. Now don't get too excited again, because we know that it takes time for things like that to happen and change and affect our real estate market. One of the things we have seen is that people are more confident in buying and they are more confident in selling. So an important tip for you to remember as a seller, be realistic about how much you're going to get. It doesn't matter how much you think the property is going to be worth right now. We've got to look at the solid goods in terms of evidence of what's selling. And as buyers, don't forget there's deals out there, but we can't go ridiculously low, like $100,000 below list. Don't believe everything you hear in the media. If you have any questions about the real estate market and you want to know the real deal, give me a call at 780-945-7821 and we'll talk to you next month.